for the Limited Express, Suzuran.
아사리です。
The Rapid Airport train
Yoichi 方面は IC カードがご利用いただけません。
Yoichi 방면은 IC 카드를 이용하
There are a few things we would like to ask for your safety. In on the boat. If there are children in the group, please make sure that
楽しかった。 はい、ご紹介です。
終電過ぎるから。